This is part 2 of the Tower of Hanoi. I'm going to show how to derive a simple formula on this. If anybody sees these videos, then you can watch my first video on how to do the Tower of Hanoi puzzle. So here's the formula to determine how many moves we have to have compared to how many cards we have. Here we have one card. We just do one move. We have to rebuild it from this space over to this space. There's our one move. So one card is one move. Whenever trying to derive a formula, always start really simple. Okay, so remember that. One card is one move. That means if we have to move this card twice, it'll be two moves. So if we have to move the card from here and then to here, that'll be two moves. And I'll show why that matters. I added a second card right here. So as we've shown, one card is one move. But instead of moving it over to here, I'm going to move this card over to here. So just ignore the red card. I'm just doing yellow. One card is one move. So when I have to move it again, that'll be two moves. So I just doubled it. That's how I get two in right there. Now, so I have to move it twice. Yellow goes from here. Yellow goes from here and then over to here. So that's two moves plus one move for the red card right here. So when you add them up, it's three moves. So that's how I got my formula of 2n plus 1. One move is one card. And then I plug 1 into that formula. 2n plus 1 gives me 3. I double it and add 1. So for 3 cards, that means I take 2 times 3 plus 1, and I'll get 7. So remember that 2 cards took 3 moves. And I'll show why that matters right here. We know it takes 3 moves to move 2 cards, as I just showed. So ignore the red card. Let's just look at the yellow and the blue. By the way, this looks orange on my screen, so I don't know what color this yellow will look like when I post it. But anyways, ignore the bottom card right now because I'm just going to move the top 2. It goes red, yellow, blue. I want red to go here, so I would say red, yellow, blue. Now when I count them up, it goes 1, 2, 3. So just as I showed, 3 moves for 2 cards. Then I slide this one over and then move 2 cards again. I have to go through 3 more moves. So that was 3. I don't count that yet. I wait till the end. And it goes 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 is my n. 3 times 2 is 6. And then I add 1, which is the red card. So that's how you get your 2n plus 1. This will tell you how many moves you have. This is a simple formula, but if you know how many moves you need before, you can just add them all up here. These little puzzles or brain teasers, they're kind of fun. They're pointless, but they're fun. So if you ever want to make it more exciting, then you can just pretend it's something out of the Bruce Willis movie, Die Hard with a Vengeance, where they have to solve that water puzzle when they're by the fountain so they can disarm a bomb. So yeah, I guess you could pretend that you're trying to find the combination to disarm a bomb or something like that to make these little puzzles a little bit more exciting. And my next video will be on how to derive a more complicated formula. Because this formula, you have to go through each step. 1, you double it, add 1. Then you take 3 and double it and add 1. 7, you double it and get 14 and add 1, you get 15. So you have to go in order. But my next formula will be, you can just pick any random number like 8, and you'll be able to find out how many moves it takes.